wir machen jetzt beim Pieces of Work Podcasten. Eigentlich ganz cool. Ja. Nee. Naja, dann mach's gut, ne? Ciao.
Servus Freunde, my name is Jimmy Cage.
And I'm Deniz the Buddymeister.
As you rightfully mentioned, we should do more reviews of Telugu movies. Up to this point we only did 5 reviews, including our Buddy Loves Tollywood specials.
And 4 out of these 5 movies were directed by SS Rajamouli.
Right, so long story short, we decided
to do another Rajamouli.
This is Magadheera.
Magadheera is a 2009 Indian Telugu language masala movie that was directed and co-written by SS Rajamouli, the best director of all time.
Well, I'm not sure if he's quite there yet, but his body of work is certainly astonishing, with not one single movie being bad or even on an average level. That at least counts for the ones we've seen, which are his last 5 movies.
Magadheera, which means Great Warrior, stars Charan, which we know from Rangastalam, Kajal Aggarwal, who we know from Special 26, and Gill, who we didn't know until now.
The story takes place in 2 different years and centuries, 1609 and 2009. Harsha, a bike stuntman, records his previous life as the warrior Bhairava and pursues his last reincarnation Indu, also known as Mitravinda, in 1609. But a sinister figure from their shared past threatens to separate them forever. And that sinister figure is Ranadev Bila, aka Raghubir. He's not quite as good as Sudeep and Iga, but his over-the-top evil nature is a lot of fun as well. Isn't this just Rajamouli epicness at its finest?
Yes, it is, and Magadheera can definitely be called a template for his later films Iga and the Bahubali movies. There are many ideas, whether of a diegetic or a non-diegetic nature, that are on display in this one already. The most obvious being that we are again involved in a revenge story of epic proportions.
As we said before, the story spans over 400 years, but it takes about 15 minutes into Magadheera before we really get the extent and the dimension of it all. And the undying but also unfulfilled love of Bhairava and Mitravinda is at the core of this.
Yes, at the core. Outside of that core, you get all kinds of goofiness, action, funny dialogue, Mickey Mousing, song and dance sequences, bloody violence, and screaming. With Rajamouli, and in that way he is just second to none, anything is possible. Literally anything.
Rajamouli manages to create his own world, and I love the mixture of an epic love story and off-the-charts silliness.
It's entertainment on the highest level possible.
Yeah, but never stupid or dull or superficial. And although the visual effects look their age, you don't really care. There are so many epic moments in this movie, like when Harsha's riding a horse to outrun a bus, or when Bhairava and Ranadev Bila compete for the king's throne and Bhairava ends up in quicksand.
Or when Bhairava fights 100 soldiers on a narrow stone bridge.
It's really nice that we have motifs like that stone bridge that leads to a shrine, or Indu's scarf, or the frequently appearing images of a bike and a horse, or the touch of Bhairava and Indu's hands that keep on reappearing and permeating the movie.
A large share of the movie's irresistible charm and energy is owed to Charan, Kajal Aggarwal and Gill. They're really all totally awesome, and by the time it was only Charan's second movie, but it helped all of these actors to become the stars that they are today. And I have to say, Charan is a masterful dancer.
Up, hands up, check, check, knee look, tick, tick, do, look, do. Tick, that, tip, tip, jack up, ship, ship, shake up, step, step,
Don't forget about Suneel.
Right.
Well, he's only in the first 45 minutes or so, and I wish he would have had more screen time, but he definitely left an impression as this weirdo best friend.
What we haven't talked about is the music. Rajamouli made this movie with the same crew with which he later made Iga and the Bahubali movies. The cinematographer was also KK Senthil Kumar, whose camera work can only be described as unleashed awesomeness, and we also have the music by M.M. Keeravani. What did you think about the music?
Let's say it grew on me. The songs are nice, but they didn't sweep me off my feet. But I have to say that's something that I almost always think about the songs after hearing them only once. So I'll probably love them in a few weeks. Narcosam Novo is my favorite one right now.
I think mine is Jorsey. Anyway, where does Magadheera rank in your list of Rajamouli movies?
I think it might even be number 1. Yes, it might be a bit too long and some characters fall a bit flat. Like for example Solomon, who is Shere Khan in 1609, but I just couldn't escape this power and energy. And because this movie predates the other ones we've seen, and it already has many of the best ingredients, I would give it a little bonus, even if it's more unpolished. But maybe I even tend to like that roughness. So how about you?
I loved Magadheera, but I think I loved his following movies, except Bahubali, the beginning, a bit more. Magadheera shows Rajamouli's already outstanding skills as a writer and director, but his follow-ups are, as you said, more polished, but also altogether slightly better paced, I think. But what would we say in German?
Rajamouli ist der Meister des modernen Masala-Films. Er entführt uns einmal mehr in eine Welt, in der alles möglich ist. Magadheera ist ein epischer Rache- und Liebesfilm, der das Wort Unterhaltung auf ein neues Level hebt. Lang lebe König Rajamouli. I give Magadheera 9 out of 10. It's more like 8.5, but I don't do that.
For me, it's 8 out of 10. It's more like 8.2, but I don't do that either.
బంగారు కోడి పెట్ట వచ్చనండి ఏ పాప ఏ పాప హే పాప.
So that's it for today. We hope we got you interested in checking out Magadheera for yourself. I think we are going to check Yamadonga, Vikramakudu,
Chhatrapati, Siye, Simhadri, and student number 1.
And if you haven't seen our Buddy Loves Tollywood episodes of Bahubali the Beginning and Iga, what are you waiting for? Until then, you can hit me up on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram simply at The Jimmy Cage.
And you can hit me up simply at The Buddymeister. And also check out my podcast, BUDDYMEISTER SCORES, where I talk about the music of film, television, and video games. It's available on iTunes and Stitcher.
And as always, if you enjoyed this episode, please give us a thumbs up, share, subscribe, whatever you like, and make sure you hit that bell for all we have to tell.